Have you ever felt stuck, like you're trying to climb a mountain but only making inches of progress? We've all been there. It's a common experience feeling like the goals we set for ourselves are insurmountable, like we're pushing a boulder uphill with no end in sight. The frustration can be overwhelming, and it's easy to lose hope. We set big, audacious goals, only to be discouraged by the sheer size of the task ahead. The enormity of what we want to achieve can paralyze us, making it difficult to even start. We see the end goal, but the path to get there seems too daunting, too filled with obstacles and challenges. But what if I told you that the secret to achieving those goals lies not in giant leaps but in tiny, almost imperceptible changes? These small adjustments, though they may seem insignificant at first, can accumulate over time to create a powerful impact. It's about making consistent, incremental improvements that build on each other. In his groundbreaking book Atomic Habits, published in 2018, James Clear reveals the surprising power of atomic habits. Those small, incremental changes that, when compounded over time, can lead to remarkable results. Clear's insights show us that by focusing on tiny habits, we can make significant progress without feeling overwhelmed. It's like the magic of compound interest, but for self-improvement. Just as small amounts of money can grow exponentially over time through compound interest, small habits can lead to exponential personal growth. This principle can be applied to any area of life, whether it's health, career, relationships, or personal development. Think about it. If you improve just 1% each day, in a year, you'll be over 37 times better than when you started. This concept highlights the importance of consistency and patience. It's not about making drastic changes overnight, but about making small, manageable improvements every day. That's the power of atomic habits. Each small success builds momentum, creating a positive feedback loop that encourages further progress. Celebrating these small wins can keep you motivated and focused on your long-term goals. They are the building blocks of remarkable transformations. By focusing on these tiny changes, you can construct a solid foundation for lasting success. Remember, it's the small, consistent actions that lead to the most profound and lasting changes in our lives. So what exactly are atomic habits? They are the small, seemingly insignificant actions that, when compounded over time, lead to significant improvements in our lives. These habits are the building blocks of our daily routines and, ultimately, our long-term success. They are simply tiny changes, minuscule routines, and small adjustments that are part of a larger system. Think of them as the tiny gears in a well-oiled machine, each playing a crucial role in the overall function. These small actions might seem trivial on their own, but when they are consistently practiced, they contribute to a much larger picture. For example, making your bed every morning might seem like a minor task, but it sets a positive tone for the rest of your day. Just like atoms are the fundamental units of matter, atomic habits are the fundamental units of behavior change. They are the tiny particles that, when combined, create the substance of our daily lives. The beauty of atomic habits is that they are not overwhelming. They are manageable and easy to incorporate into our daily routines. This makes them sustainable in the long run. They don't require superhuman willpower or drastic life overhauls. Instead, they rely on the power of consistency and gradual improvement. By focusing on small, manageable actions, we can avoid the burnout that often comes with trying to make big changes all at once. In fact, they are so small that they can be almost unnoticeable at first, but over time these small actions accumulate and lead to significant results. It's the compound effect in action. But don't be fooled by their size. These tiny habits have the potential to create a profound impact on your life. They are the seeds that, when nurtured, grow into powerful trees of change. These tiny changes, when repeated consistently, have the power to create a ripple effect that transforms every aspect of your life. Just like a single domino can knock over an entire row, one small habit can lead to a cascade of positive changes. Imagine you want to start exercising regularly. The thought of running a marathon might be daunting, but what if you started with something much smaller? Instead of trying to run a marathon on your first day, start by simply putting on your running shoes. That's it. This small action is easy to do and doesn't require much effort. Just put on your shoes. This simple act can serve as a powerful trigger, signaling to your brain that it's time to exercise. Over time, this small habit can lead to more significant actions like going for a short walk or a light jog. This small action, though seemingly insignificant, is a powerful trigger that can set in motion a chain of positive behaviors. By starting small and building gradually, you can create lasting change in your life. Remember, it's the tiny habits that make the biggest difference. Clear presents a simple yet powerful framework for building better habits and breaking bad ones. This framework is designed to be easy to understand and apply, making it accessible to anyone looking to make a positive change in their life. By following these principles, you can systematically transform your habits and, consequently, your life. The 4 laws of behavior change. These laws are not just theoretical concepts, they are practical steps that you can implement in your daily routine. They provide a clear roadmap for anyone who wants to take control of their habits and make lasting changes. These laws are based on the idea that every habit, good or bad, is a loop consisting of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Understanding this loop is crucial because it allows you to dissect any habit and see what drives it. Once you know the components, you can start to manipulate them to your advantage. 1. Cue. The trigger that initiates the habit. This is the first step in the habit loop and is often something that happens automatically. It could be as simple as waking up in the morning or seeing a notification on your phone. It could be a time of day, a location, a preceding event, or even an emotion. Recognizing your cues is the first step in taking control of your habits. By identifying what triggers your habits, you can start to change the environment or context to make it easier to build good habits and break bad ones. 2. Craving. The motivation or desire behind the habit. This is the second stage and it's what drives you to act. Cravings are the emotional or mental states that compel you to perform a habit. They are the reasons behind your actions. It's the reason you perform the behavior in the first place. Understanding your cravings can help you find healthier alternatives that satisfy the same need. For example, if you crave a snack when you're stressed, you might find that a quick walk or a few minutes of meditation can provide the same relief. 3. Response. The actual habit you perform, which can be a thought, a feeling, or an action. This is the third stage and it's the behavior that you want to change or reinforce. The response is what you do in reaction to the cue and craving. 4. Reward. The satisfaction or consequence that follows the habit, which determines whether you'll repeat the behavior in the future. Rewards are powerful because they provide positive reinforcement, making it more likely that you will repeat the behavior. By understanding these 4 laws, we can consciously design our environment and routines to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. This means setting up cues that trigger positive behaviors, finding healthy ways to satisfy cravings, making the desired response easy to perform, and ensuring that the rewards are satisfying enough to encourage repetition. With these strategies, you can take control of your habits and create lasting change. The first law of behavior change is to make it obvious. If you want to build a new habit, make it highly visible and easily accessible. For example, if you want to start meditating every morning, place your meditation cushion in the middle of your living room, where you can't miss it. Conversely, if you want to break a bad habit, make the cue invisible. Remove temptations, avoid triggering environments, and make it difficult to engage in the unwanted behavior. If you're trying to cut down on social media, delete the apps from your phone or use website blockers. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. The more obvious, the more likely you are to perform the habit, whether it's good or bad. Crave the change. Make it attractive. The second law of behavior change is to make the habit attractive. We are more likely to repeat behaviors that we find enjoyable, rewarding, or associated with positive feelings. One way to make a habit more attractive is to pair it with something you already enjoy. For example, if you dread working out, listen to your favorite podcast or audiobook while you exercise. This way, you'll start to associate exercise with something pleasurable, making it more likely that you'll stick to your routine. Another powerful technique is to join a culture where your desired behavior is the norm. Surround yourself with people who share your goals and values, and you'll be more motivated to stay on track. Conquer the change. Make it easy. The third law of behavior change is to make the habit easy. The easier a habit is to perform, the more likely you are to do it consistently. Conversely, the more difficult or complex a task is, the less likely you are to follow through. One of the best ways to make a habit easy is to start small. Remember the example of putting on your running shoes? Now you can start walking for 5 minutes. Don't worry about running a marathon, just focus on walking for 5 minutes. It is so small and easy your mind won't be able to create an excuse for not doing it. Once you've mastered that tiny habit, you can gradually increase the difficulty. Another powerful technique is to optimize your environment for success. Remove friction, reduce distractions, and make it as easy as possible to engage in the desired behavior. Celebrate the change, make it satisfying. The final law of behavior change is to make the habit satisfying. We are more likely to repeat behaviors that are immediately rewarded, even if the reward is small. Reward yourself for every small win, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Walked for 10 minutes? Great. Have a piece of dark chocolate. Track your progress, celebrate milestones, and acknowledge your efforts. The feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment will fuel your motivation and keep you moving forward. Remember, the key is to make the reward immediate and consistent. The sooner you reward yourself after performing the habit, the stronger the association will become. The journey of 1,000 miles. Building lasting habits is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be days when you fall off track, when motivation wanes, and when you feel like giving up. But that's okay, everyone stumbles on their journey. The important thing is to remember that setbacks are temporary and that consistency is key. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress. Embrace the process, focus on the small wins, and trust that the compound effect of your efforts will lead to extraordinary results over time. Ready to upgrade your life? Atomic Habits is more than just a book. It's a roadmap for personal transformation. It's a practical guide to understanding how habits work and how to harness their power to achieve your goals. If you're ready to unlock your full potential and create a life you love, I highly recommend diving deeper into the world of Atomic Habits. You will find the link to get the full book on the description below. Start by implementing the 4 laws of behavior change today and watch in amazement as small changes lead to remarkable results. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. What atomic habit are you ready to start today? See you on the next video.